Welcome to our epic update. I guess it's still Dan and friends, but because Kris is a friend, Nate's a friend. But just let's touch base and see how we're doing. I'm thankful to say that it's been relatively uneventful, which is a good thing. No crises here, but a whole lot of work on a lot of people's parts still going on. So just calling out our format, I'll go through or reminding our format, we'll just go through the priority lists. It's grown a little bit. Yesterday, I think we only had six. Well, we're up to nine, but not bad. And I think all of them are important, but none of them are like crisis. Unfortunately, we do have one that's been very persistent. Our specimen labels, it's like whack-a-mole. We fix in one area and it pops up in another. And maybe the solution is that we actually have to go to every single place that specimens are printing and fix that. But that has been persistent. And since it impacts patient care, of course, it's important. But I'm hopeful that it'll come off the board today, or maybe drop down the list, but we'll see. We also still have issues with point of care labels not printing. That's been a couple of days, also a persistent, and that's also one of the reasons why they stay on the priority list. If they're very hard to fix, and they're still occurring, that worries us. So that ups it in our attention and focus. Physicians hesitant to enter orders. I think that's actually starting to decline rather rapidly. We are hearing where physicians are struggling with getting orders in, and that's a good thing because we have people who can help. We've been able to schedule sessions and one-on-ones, and so I'm hopeful also that one will either decline today or maybe even come off. Dr. Reedy and Brulin and others have been out there doing a lot of TLC, and I appreciate that because physicians are a huge user of this system. Obviously, they drive the care. So we'll work on that, and hopefully that won't be a problem. Discharge documentation, not in real time. I think some of that is we just need to figure out how to make sure that when a patient is discharged, we get them out of the system right away and we don't sit on it. And some of that is just a routine change in how we do things. You'll find as we use the Epic system, honestly, you can see everything that everyone is doing, and our philosophy is to have it open so everyone can see. So some of our bad habits or workarounds, it becomes pretty obvious we're doing them, and it gives us a lot of, I guess, good reason to fix them. So it's not a bad thing, but we notice that we'll be working on it. Our tap in, tap out, that Improvata is the name of the system, but it allows you to move from computer to computer. It's still a little further down the list. It's still somewhat persistent in that we can't say that every place you go is working smoothly, but it has improved since the first day. That's another one I'm hopeful that will come off today. We did get a few new ones that our EKG results weren't linking to our what we call Muse, which is a system that we use to track and to interpret EKGs. Kind of technical there, but they weren't linking properly. So that was something that obviously is important. As we bring in older and older information from Meditech into Epic, we call them loads of data. We look to see if there's things that are missing. And generally, because if you think about it, Meditech had this enormous amount of information, and we had to write programs to pick it up and to put it into Epic. Well, sometimes you may have left out a piece, and we discovered a couple of things in our cardiology area where it's like, wow, those aren't there. So that's part of the process of validating the results that come over, and then we go out and bring them in at another time. So thankfully, this is a good reason why people put in tickets when they can't find things. It helps us go, whoa, it's not there, and go find it. So you guys are part of the solution. So keep putting in your tickets. We had also some conversion data from patients who weren't, well, basically the data that wasn't matching up accurately with some of the patients. It wasn't widespread, but enough that we definitely want to make sure that the data that's in is accurately assigned to a patient. And then the last one, number 9, was we had some barcode scanners that weren't working in the outpatient areas. Those are important because so much of what we do, whether it's charging or billing or meds, all related to using scanners for barcodes to track, right? It's like either it's a QR code or it's a set of numbers. Those are very important that those work, and it really screws up workflow if they don't. So we're on that. I think that one's hopefully pretty straightforward as well. So that was the top 9. I mean, there are probably another 50 things that are isolated here and there that are resolved quite quickly. But as priority lists go, no showstoppers. Um, Certainly things to pay attention to and to fix. But if I rated yesterday, I talked with the team and we gave another B plus. Okay, so it probably would have been an A minus if we could have cleared those top couple priorities. Weren't able to, but so that means we've had an A and 2 B pluses for the start. That's not Asian A, but as A. But hopefully we'll get A overall. I'm hopeful. Anyway, I know everyone is really working. I would say just from a general sense of people's attitudes and their teamwork, it's been really great. Um, I really asked everyone to show some aloha and kindness and patience with one another, and I really think we've been doing that. So please keep doing it. I know this is a transition, and let's keep up that attitude all the way through for the next few weeks. After that, hopefully it'll just be another tool that you use, and it will be a better one than we gave you before. But these next few weeks, let's keep at it, all right? And let's keep making the good progress. I want to show you a couple of things that if those of you out there are geeks, and I'm sure there's a lot of you like me, that really love the reporting that we're able to get out of Epic. It's so helpful when you're having to decide things or about patients or make clinical decisions or place decisions like how to place patients in beds or if you have enough staff. It's so important if you have good data and data that's in real time. That's probably the biggest thing that we're seeing out of the Epic reporting system is you can get information that's about now and you're not guessing about what happened or thinking about 2 days or 4 days ago. It's what's going on now. So I love this board here. We're really always been busy the last couple of years, but in one glance, you can see our census in every area. Like see how busy our ED is, how our OR is going. This whole capacity display is something that for a good number of us who worry about how to get patients through and get them cared for promptly, it's just a wonderful tool. There are other versions of this, like our house supervisors who are now assigning patients' beds are able to see at a glance the whole house. And in some cases, if you have access, you can even look at this on a mobile device so we can make good and quick decisions. So this type of data, I think, will really change how we do business. And over the course of the next few weeks, you're going to, I think, getting more and more information as well as some, I think, direction on what reports, you should be paying attention to. So we do a better job and we take care of our patients better and we run a tighter organization. So a lot's going to come out of this beside just a data entry tool for patients. So just a little teaser about some of the things that we are expecting. Some fun positives. I guess probably a big win is that we have a lot of satisfaction so far with our e-prescribing system. That's something that our physicians spend a lot of time prescribing medications for their patients, and it can be time consuming, but they really like the system we have now. So good feedback there. And had some preliminary nice comments from some of our physicians that the system has helped them be more efficient and effective and honestly get done with their work quicker. We hope that that becomes the consensus opinion of all our providers, but we'll see. But that was a good teaser there of how we hope things will go. A fun note, tomorrow we'll get some food, lunches. They're not huge lunches, so if you have big appetites, well, get an extra bento from your friend, or bring some extra lunch. But bottom line is, we'll be passing around food again this Wednesday, so tomorrow, and we'll do it again next Wednesday, so everybody will get hopefully some tasty food. I don't want to. I just monologue. So, Kris, do you have anything to add? Kind of putting you on the spot.
Oh, no, just a big shout out to the Bills team. They are just cranking through their go live. Shout out to the all of the registration staff. They've been live for now almost 3 weeks. They had a soft go live 2 weeks prior to our November 1st. So everybody's putting in a lot of long hours and a lot of hard work. So just thank you to all of the teams for making this happen.
Completely agree. And while we're doing acknowledgments, our quiet finance people are making sure that we all can pay us all and we can buy all the stuff that we need for our patients and make the business run. Their work so essential. And it's very complicated, and they've been working very hard. So, got a lot of people on site and all our remote folks too. Just a nod to you, and your work really is just getting started. Finance actually takes the biggest brunt of it in after the first one go live. So we're excited about that as well, and appreciate all their effort. I don't think we have any chats up there, and if you have any questions, oh, I got to do my reminder. If you're stuck, you got to push F1. Okay. F1 is way to get quick help there on your computer. If you still are having problems, look for those guys in those really loud vests. Those are your super users to get help there. And if that doesn't work, of course, you can always put in a ticket. But really, for almost anything that is impacting your day, put in the ticket. It helps us identify where we can fix the system. And this is how you can help us make it better for you, is put in your tickets, okay? Because that is really how we manage the work of making the system do well for everybody. So aloha, have a great day, and thanks for everything you do. Bye.
Bye.